Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Pasha, Flashback channel, and we're starting our broadcast. Traditionally, I'm asked you, how do you hear me? If songs and if it's okay, just write plus in a chat. I see first pluses. It's good. That sounds is good. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, we can start. It's beautiful. That sounds is good. I see a lot of pluses. Glad to see you on my broadcast. Last week was very difficult for me and for Max too. We had a lot of work in Kiev territory. we are destroying our car and we was on a field training in Kiev region and after moving on a field training, Max is sick, but we should go to the front line after a couple days, maybe from Monday, and I hope that he will be okay, and I hope we fix our car in a close time, and we'll be ready to move into the front line. Yeah, and today you can see name of stream, the beginning of my battle. Why is this name of broadcast? You know, because 1 years ago, at 24 February, Russian started full-scale invasion in Ukraine, and after these days, only after 24 February, all world know about Ukraine, all world knows that we are alive and we can fight against Russian occupants. So Russian start his invasion dishonestly, because when all civilian people just sleeping, when children is sleeping. Sorry, I made the volume a little bit upper. Yeah, I think sound is good. Yeah, what about I told? I told that a Russian start invasion so dishonestly because they start missile attack when people just sleeping. All cities is sleeping. They started missile attack at 4 o'clock, and we wasn't ready that it was started so rapidly. By in Ukraine army, we know that we cannot avoid war against Russia. We understand it, but we can't imagine that Russia started his conflict so dishonestly. Yeah, at first Russia started rocket missile attack, artillery shelling on a civilian territory, and yes, maybe Russian media can say that at first Russian destroyed Ukrainian air defense system and etc. But in real, at first Russian started destroying civilian houses. Yeah, and the first missiles just hitting at 4 o'clock, at 4 a.m. Yes, and for me personally, my soldier called at 5:30, and he said that now alarm. Who served in army knows that alarm. It's just check of your ready. Yes, can you do some activities during this. Some, for example, for 1 hour, can you come in brigade? Since of alarm started during 1 hour and in Centra, and I thought that it's I think that it was just a training alarm, yeah. But I'm just asked my soldier by telephone. It's training alarm. He said no combat. Missiles are coming. Yes, and uh, I'm just a go took all my bags, took my body armor, and just go to the road, see how my colleague moving to brigade too by his car. And at this moment, I doesn't have a car. Yeah, and we coming in brigade at 6 a.m. Uh, I see how soldiers, people. I don't know. I can't see that it is panic, but it was looks like panic. A lot of people doesn't know what they should do. Yes, it was 6 a.m. and at 6:30, at 6:30, first guest coming in hostel in our brigade. It was a first missile. You can see in this photo a big hole after missile hits, and part of building was destroyed after missile hits. And when I see this hole, when I understand that it's missile in my brigade, Russian tried to kill us. I understand that real war is started, and we understand that it will be full scale invasion. Так, okay, my dears. Hello, everybody. I'm just make a small pause uh, for writing your messages. And I'm see Ellie here. Hello, Ellie. Hello, Master Ray. Mark Garcia. I think that my volume is more higher. I do it if sounds doesn't change. Just said me about it. I see. I hope that with one I'm always okay. My microphone will be more closer. Maybe it's can be useful. Uh, yes. I seen years about two leopards from Sweden. Yes, I heard about it. Patrols and hello. I heard about this news, and not only Sweden give two leopards to Ukraine, Sweden give new, I don't know, support pack with big money, if I don't mistake, and Finland too will give something. All Scandinavian countries support us, and I think it is beautiful. And if you remember, you maybe know, 4 streams ago, our monetization was blocked. Our monetization was blocked, and now we can't use super chat, and our video doesn't monetize. If you want to support us to repair our car, just PayPal and buy me a coffee on your monitor, on a pinned message in chat, and in describing of this broadcast. If you wanna give some help, you can use just PayPal and buy me a coffee. And we continue our broadcast. So on this photo, you can see how first missile at 6:30 just coming in our brigade and destroying part of our building. Yeah, it was an old tourist building, but it was super good that at this moment, at this building, doesn't this building was without people. It was great, and we doesn't have no wounded after this missile attack, and etc. Yes, and we start understanding that it's really full-scale invasion, and we cannot avoid it. And Russia, now are coming, but we can't imagine that Russian airborne just coming in hostile after 3 hours after start invasion. You know, yes, nearly 3 hours. In my opinion, it was a best paratrooper operation for the last maybe 15 years. Yes, they just are moving on his helicopters with Su-25. It's jets who cover these helicopters through half of country and just coming in Hostomel airport. And and it was spectacular, you know, when if I don't mistake, 36 helicopters, 23 with a cargo, 23 years old helicopters just coming on airlines. The jets just covering it, starting destroying our buildings, starting destroying our houses, and we doesn't wait that it's happened, you know, because when I'm sitting in a Kiev, I'm seeing that Russia can come in Kiev after 300 kilometers of fight, and maybe, and I had things that it's unreal coming to Kiev for Russians, but no, they do it. They come in Hostomel airport, and we start fight on a Hostomel airport. We destroyed 6 helicopters with our soldiers, and we destroyed airlines. Our task wasn't kill all Russians who come in an airport, because we understand that we cannot do it. We had a very limited strength on this moment. On Hostomel airport, we had no more than 200 soldiers, and it was conscriptors, not contract soldiers. Contract soldiers was on a Donbas area in this moment. And in this moment, defenders of Hostomel, it was conscriptors. So we understand that our strength, with our strength, we can't destroy all occupants who are coming in Hostomel. And after 2 or 3 hours of fighting, our commander made decision, and we disengaged from Hostomel airline, from Hostomel airstrip. But we done our task. We can't agree to deploy Russian soldiers by cargo airplane, by cargo jet, and during our fight we totally destroyed airstrip in Hostomel. But after some time, maybe after 2 months, when Russian campaign in Kiev was done, they doesn't had success in Kiev campaign. I'm just reading some articles, and I see that Russian government, Russian high commander, they had the use paratroop operation in a 3 airstrip in Ukraine, and use it for very quick deployment of Russian soldiers. It was a small blitzkrieg for Putin, Maybe they imagine it, but they doesn't do it because our air defense system are working at this moment. Maybe not so effective like now, because now we have Western air defense system devices. But at this moment, we destroyed jets, we destroyed helicopters, and Russia can't work by his planes, can't occupy airstrips in Kiev, and his key operation was failed. Yeah, and it's one of greatest news from those days. And I'm a couple minutes. I'm just read your message. Marus, how is Max doing? He talking about treatment and didn't say more. That got me a little worried. I pray you are boss. Thank you, Marus. So Max now a little bit sick, yeah, because we was on a field training area yesterday, and yesterday on this area was very windy. Maybe I show you photo from yesterday. And on this area was very windy, and we had so long time. We was so long time there, and when we coming at home, we understand that Max sick, and I feel that I'm a little bit bad feel, yeah, but I'm use special powders, and now I am okay. Yes, thank you that you were with Marvelous. Thanks. Max is okay, and sorry, not is okay. He is sick, but nothing seriously. I hope that after a couple days he will be ready to move into the front line. Yes, and I am continue reading your messages. So, Liranda APP, are you sure you choose your good mic and not laptop, notebook mic? Maybe that's the reason why it's always a bit quiet and we hear the cable riding. Uh, Maybe I need more accuracy launched my microphone because my microphone is not bad. It's a Razer 720 Pro and it's a good microphone. I'm just a check my launches after broadcast. I do it seriously because every stream we had trouble with my sound, and I'm trying launching volume. I hope that in the next stream always be okay. Sorry for the situation. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we continue our broadcast. Синтіз, buy me coffee is on the way. Слава Україні, героям слава. Синтіз, thanks for your support. Thanks for your donation. And I'm remind that we can't use super chat, we can't use YouTube support, and doesn't have monetization. If you wanna support us, on a pinned message in a chat, on your screen, and then a broadcast describe, we had our PayPal and buy me a coffee service. Just tap on a link or copy our Gmail for PayPal. And thanks. Yes, and when we disengaged from Hostamel, airport. Uh, I have no idea what will be in the future, because our city is under occupation, our military unit after occupation, and it's terrible. Really, first hours after disengagement, we doesn't know what will be in the future. Yeah, we think that all will be finished so soon, because Russian used informational operation. All Telegram channels say that half of Ukraine now under occupation and blah 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 blah, and it was really terrible. But we just come in our neighbor unit, sleep at night, and wait new news and wait new comments. And first, what I'm see when we disengaged from Hostomel, it was how conscriptors sleeping. You can see in this video, soldier sleeping just on the floor in basement. I'm show it again. In a basement on a floor, there was a real tired after difficult fight. Yeah, and when conscriptors just slept at this moment, yeah, we just go with command and talking what we should do in the future, what we should do tomorrow. And first night was difficult, like in all next time when Russia will be near Kiev. Yeah, you should understand that we disengaged in a Kiev city. We served and living in Hostomel, but in the first day of war, Hostomel was under occupation, and we just disengaged in a Kiev, and we was in a one of military units of National Guard in Kiev. So yes, and we just wait. We understand that we doesn't have APC, we doesn't have an armored vehicle, we doesn't have a weapon, because, for example, I live from Hostomel only with my AK-74, and it was 2 magazines. Yeah, I think that I thought at this moment that it's finished, that we can do nothing. But on the next day, volunteers start coming to our brigade. They give uniform for our guys. Me, for example, had a uniform. This jacket, I have this jacket, you know, 3 years, yeah, and I'm live in this jacket from Hostomel Airport. But for example, a lot of soldiers who doesn't come in brigade before Russian come in Hostomel, they doesn't have uniform, they doesn't have equipment, and etc. And at 25 February, Ukrainian volunteers come in our unit, and they give a really big help. We should say thanks for Ukrainian volunteers, for foreign volunteers who supported us, because um, it was very, very important for army on a Zeus moment. Yes, and when we was in a military unit, every night we wait a massive missile attack. Yes, and at first night when we was soldiers occupy some floor in this unit. Yeah, it was like a floor for my company. Yeah, we just made photo. It was like a first our photo, because during Russian invasion in Hostomel, I doesn't record in video or I doesn't make a photo. It was a little bit dangerous. Yeah, and we made this photo like a signal that we are alive. It's the first night when war is started. And I had one small pause. I'm just reading your messages. And secular Sekai asked it's question for Ellie. Thanks. Lerandra APP asked me why were not there more people in Hostel at the beginning? I thought Forging Intelligence told you they would focus their attack on this airport, did they not? So we had so limited numbers of soldier because our people, our soldier and our battalions moving to the front line before 2 weeks before full scale invasion has started. Yes, and we can do nothing with it. And at morning, at morning, uh, in Hostamel come in couple units like a general intelligence service and air defense system from Armored Forces Brigade, but it was not enough. I don't know how task was of these guys who come in on Hostamel airport, but we doesn't have a very big strength for defending airport at this moment. And I think that if Forging Intelligence give this information more early and our HICOM use its information more useful, I think that on an airport can be more strange defend, but nothing changes. We just defend the Hostamel airport by our soldiers, by our conscriptors. Yes, and I don't know about foraging intelligence, and I don't know about the biggest reinforcement for Hostamel airport. We had ammo only for couple hours of fighting. It was in real it was 5 hours of fighting. So I hope that I'm fully answered on your question, Leandro APP. Imwer sorry if already, but was operator Starsky, but around you at the time. We saw then a Starsky in one brigade, and but we work separate. We had a lot of units, a lot of companies, a lot of platoons, and we're not so in one unit. And I'm not working with a Starsky at this moment, but he was on a Hostamel airport. The arrest teach MWAP. China having talks with Russia. No surprise. Yeah, I hope that everybody heard about talks between Russia and China, and some intelligence service said that it will be talks about military support, Chinese military support. United States of America twice warned China about support Russia, and United States of America twice told that it will be bad consequences for Russia, but not for China. But I don't know. Maybe they make a new. I should translate it word. Maybe they wanna make a new union, new alliance, Russian Chinese. But the thing is that no. And hey MGs, Battle of Hostomel was the beginning of the end of Ruski Mir occupation. uh, no, it was a just beginning. It was a just beginning because it was a one small fight in a old world on world scale, on an old frontline scale. Yes, and we should understand that one small battle it's a result for next battles. For example, we had successfully fight in Hostamel. We destroyed couple helicopters. We destroyed airstrip. Yes, and it was a big success because Russian can't use jets for dismount his infantry by airplanes. Yes, but we should understand that Hostomel it's not all Ukrainian front line, and we had Sumy, we had Mariupol at this moment. Yeah, small success. It's good, but we at in those moment we had a biggest number of small losses, not success. Small success. It was a good, but at start of war we had biggest number of losers, and we should understand it. When every day I'm check deep state map and see that red territory, it's territory under occupation, more and more and more and more, and Russia moving forward. It was a real terrible, yes. And Russia at first had a really good success because they occupied Kherson, they occupied small part of Kharkiv region, they really occupied Chernihiv region, and in Kiev they occupied Bucha, Hostomel, Irpin, Borodyanka, Makarev, and yeah, Russian had success. We not. I should uh, translate this word. Not immediately we start make a Ukrainian success on a front line. You should understand that first 6 months was very difficult. 6 months. Only thanks for volunteers. Only thanks for support of our partners country. We made an offensive knuckle and destroying Russian forces in Kherson and destroying Russian forces in Kharkiv. But the first time we doesn't have a lot success. Okay, and we continue our broadcast. So yeah, we just survived in the first night, and every day and every night for me for close time was like, oh, thanks God that I'm survived. I'm in the first day of war. I'm talking with my mom by phone, maybe 5 minutes, no more. Because I'm just a call to she, and I understand that she living in a Kharkiv. Kharkiv it's so close for Russian border, and I see from my mom hide my parade uniform, hide my uniform, hide my all awards, because when if our village will be occupied, my mom will have a very big troubles because his son, me, regular military and officers. And I'm just a call to my mom and said, dig, hide all my uniform, just drop it in of trash, doesn't matter, just a hide. You doesn't have a son, you doesn't have a family, blah blah blah. Yes, and just on the next morning I'm called to my mom and send to my mom this photo. It's a first, maybe the first photo in a day. I'm just alive with my friend from my section, from battalion. I'm just alive, but my face is black. We are dirty. We are tired, but I'm alive. Yes, it was the first photo what I'm sent to my mom, and I'm talking to my mom that she should delete uh, all pictures what I'm sent. So yes, because I'm scared about my mom. Kharkiv so close to the Russian border, and we should understand that when Russia occupies some uh, village, some city, at first they check all mobile phone of civilians, and I'm worried about it. And I said to my mom, "Mom, delete all my photo, blah blah blah. Just a change name, not son, just a write Pasha, and that's all." Yeah, bullet in a window. Yeah, it was interesting situation. Uh, so yes, and the first day we doesn't know what we should do. It's like a losing hope. Or now, we're sitting in a Kiev, maybe a little bit less than 1 week. Yes, and high commanding coming and said, Pasha, you should lead the small unit. Just complete your unit. I'm choose my guys in my section, and maybe you don't know I'm officer, but on a war I was like a section commander. Yeah. Maybe after 4 days when we disengaged from Hostamel, for my section, National Guard give for my section APC 17. Really, it's a shit vehicle, it's a shit APC, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, and we are start completing our unit. I'm check this APC, and this photo you can see how my guys, my soldiers, loaded stripes for APC. It's a very good gun, KPVT. It's 14.5 caliber. It's a good gun, but we had some problems with it. And commanding give task for us, formate section at first, and next formate platoon, and start moving to the Irpin. It's a neighbor city for Hostomel. We should made some assault activities in Irpin because we don't know how many occupants in Irpin. It was like a I don't know, reconnaissance with a fight. I don't know. I think that it was like just a suicide squad. And yes, and we should go to the Irpin for check situation, how many occupants, killer occupants, and we complete a real good unit. It was one company. This company include combat officers. This company include professional soldiers and then center, not conscriptors, and very good volunteers. For example, in my section, I had 3 volunteers from Mountain Assault Brigade. It was it guys who served in reconnaissance platoon in mountain assault brigade. I think it's a gold between soldiers. I said to God, thanks God that you give me these soldiers, and we complete our unit, complete our section, and starting our operation. Nico, розвідка з бою, reconnaissance with assault. A little bit, yes. At real with, I doesn't understand how its task was, and for this time, really. I don't understand what we do at this moment, and now M2 doesn't understand what it was a task. And then as this small video, I show you my APC, bad quality, but it's older Soviet scrap of metal. After 1 days when we took this RPG or IPC, Highcom come in and said, "Hey gentlemen, so I have some sweet for you," and they give and love for us. And really, it's one moment. I should translate its word. And really, it was encouraging when you just sitting with nothing with your AK, but on the next day, commanding give for you APC, and the next day, NLAVs, grenade launchers, and it's really it was encouraging, and we understand that war doesn't done, and we will fight, and you understand that you had a very very funny future on our front line. Yes, and we took our first and love, we prepared our APC, and just go to the airpin. It was fourth March, if I don't mistake, and for me very scary. It was sea destroyed Kiev. I doesn't know how situation in Kiev was at this moment. I'm imagining that when I go out through the unit gate, I'm see ruined in a Kiev. I really scared it, but when when we start our movement to the European, I see that Kiev not fully destroyed, that air defense system worked. Kiev dead city, but not destroyed, and it was good news for me personally. So yeah, it's I just fix its video because small size. Sorry. Yeah, and when we go out from military unit, we see that Kiev, it's a dead city, but not totally destroyed. Yes, I'm fixed size. I hope that you can see more. Yeah, it was video from my APC. You can see a lot of sand, a lot of barricades, and so small traffic in Kiev. And really, in a peacetime, Kiev, it's a city with a very very bad traffic, a lot of cars. But on this video, you can see that no cars, only armored vehicle, and no people, no walking. It was at this moment it was just a dead city, because all men's going to the front line. Biggest part of the women's go across the border like refugees, and yes, it was scared a little bit. So yeah, we are coming in Irpin. I'm couple times show video from our fight from Irpin, and after one times when I'm showed for video with the tanks, maybe you remember YouTube warning me and said, no, don't show, it's a brutal material. Yeah, but I have one photo from Irpin. It was just a photo after evacuation. It's my guys on armored car Varta. You can see size of hole. If I don't mistake, I show this photo on a Starsky broadcast when I'm streaming with a Starsky. Yes, it's our armored car Varta, and it's Russian ammo piece in bullets. It's burning ammo piece in Russian bullets because you can see near hole black, no, black glass. It's black glass result as after burning bullets. But after Irpin assault operation, all our people was okay. We doesn't had died, but we had a couple wounded guys. We do it very successfully, and after Irpin, we start moving to Нові Старі Петрівці. It was a defend line. Russia trying assaulting Kiev by roads, but they had a very big trouble. Ukrainian Bayraktars, Ukrainian UAVs destroyed column between villages. When Russian military column moving from one village to second village, they do it between all villages, very big field territory, and it's very good environment for using a Bayraktar, for example. Yes, and Ukrainian Bayraktars destroyed a lot of Russian columns, and Russian start offensive. Not just using military columns and moving through the cities. They seize one small city and very quickly seize next small city. And with these tactics, they move into Kiev from Chernobyl direct on a 25 or 30 kilometers. Yes, 30 kilometers to the Kiev Russian hand distance. And I was on a defend line on Huta Mujahirska on this stripe. And I show you video how we making position. Sorry, this video doesn't ready for showing. Should fix that video. Sorry. It's me in the ditch. Sunny, but maybe some commentators said it's not Pasha, it's soldiers. I'm trying to show face it. It's real me. I show you a little bit later our photo from this place. So interesting that soldier here said enemies on a Zeus side, enemies on a Zeus side, on a Zeus, on the last side, maybe yes, maybe no. We was like fully surrounded, yes, because only our rear was safety. Only our rear on a Kiev direct. Other directs was dangerous because Russian use aviation, Russian use airbornes, artillery, and we doesn't have a safety place. Yeah,
Вот такие дела.
our safety place, it was only
Даже замполит
our rear.
батальона копаем.
When you coming from this place and you know that Russian soldier doesn't sit in this place, you can be sure that it's place safety. So yeah, it's this it's road. We should be defending this road against Russian. It's like a road of death, because a lot of civilian refugee from Huta moving by this road by hand, sorry, by foot, and Russian soldiers every time shooting on civilians on this road. We heard about Irpin's evacuation when Russian shooting on civilians. Yeah, but it was not only on Irpin's; it was in all places in Ukraine. And then in Ahuta on this road, Russian too killed civilians. Yeah, and our task on this road, it was destroying tank offensive, because we had reconnaissance data that Russian will use tanks on this road or APC, and my team task was defending this road against tanks. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, it was a 15 March or 17 March. It was before Kiev dam was destroyed, and water coming in the biggest part of Kiev, and Russia disengaged. It was a Zeus moment. Yes, and I'm personally fighting in Kiev from 24th of February to 26 March maybe, but I'm not fighting include 26 March. I was in a Kiev to 26 March because after Huta operation I was sick. It was pneumonia because we was my section 3 days moving through the forest, fighting in a forest without food, without water, without warm items, and after this operation I was sick. It was pneumonia. You can see on this photo. I am in a field hospital, in a field clinic, smoking electro cigarette during procedure. Yes, maybe it was 21st March. I was in a clinic, 5 days in a clinic, and 26 March we took new task. And we start completing making company in Rubizhne. We done our task in Kiev. We understand that we can't do nothing more because reinforcement coming from Lviv, from Vinnytsia. In Kiev was big numbers of Ukrainian military who started offensive. We done our task. We defend our phase lines. It's a non-military language. Phase lines, yes, on our defense lines, and we understand that we should go to help to our people in Rubizhne, in Luhansk region. 1 day or 2 days after when I leave from the clinic, I meet with volunteers. Not volunteers who fight from Ukraine, with volunteers who give a help for soldiers. It was a Poland volunteers, Batman. I told about Batman on my previous stream. At first, this guy just do evacuating for civilian people, but after it, he joined the Ukrainian army and now fight against a Russian in a Dnipro unit. So yeah, you can see these people from Poland, Batman and his group give some help for us because we wasn't ready to go to the Rubizhne, no equipment, no uniform because after 1 month of fighting in Kiev, our uniform wasn't ready for the fight in the Luhansk region. Yeah, and the volunteers give some help for us. Thanks for Ukrainian volunteers, for foreign volunteers who give support for Ukraine. And at 26 February, 26 February and 26 March, 26 March, it's a National Guard Day. You should know it. It's a National Guard Day. We go to the Rubizhne. I'm trying to show you photo with my company from Rubizhne, but it doesn't work. Sorry. I'm trying to choose it. Doesn't work. You can choose. No, it doesn't work. Yeah, and at 26 March, we done our Kiev company. And I'm with my team go fight to the Rubizhne region and then Luhansk region. Yes. So today I think the 24 February, it's not sad day. I think it's a day of dead paratrooper for Russia. For day for the dead airborne for Russia. I think it's should be Russian holiday. 24 February, Day of the Dead Russian Airbornes. And I see question what time in Kiev now 19 19 hours 02 minutes. Today I had a very early broadcast because I'm told for you my dears that I'm come back on a service and I'm on service every day, and when I'm had broadcast so late, yes, I it's a little bit non-comfortable for me because I'm so tired on a service. Yeah, and I think in the future I will be started our broadcast a little bit early, like today at 17 o'clock or a little bit later. Yes, now we had time for checking your messages. Don't forget that if you wanna give a question, just mark the flashback UA in a chat, and it will be priority message for me because I see orange color. I see my channel name. My dears, 1 minute pause. It's some technically trouble. 1 moment. Sorry, my dear. Sorry, forgot push the button and activate sounds. Uh, so Aletia asked Pasha, have you been informed yet of the exact date you'll be redeployed to the front lines and east? My dears, I will redeploy it so soon. I hope that I will redeploy it so soon. Commandant promised that it will be in February. Yes, and I will be happy if I'm going to the east in a close time, because in a Kyiv, so sad. I miss for war atmosphere, really. Uh, Larandra APP asked, can you get Max to join your live streams one day? Would have been a good opportunity if he's in Kiev right now. Guess he's shy. Yeah, at first he's shy. At seconds, we will do it, but little bit later. When we will be on a Donbass, I will work with a Max, and I think in the future we will make a broadcast with a Max. And I'm destroying his shy position. Yes, and we will stream in with a Max, I think, together. Yes. Uh, yeah, if you wanna ask something, just write, just mark our channel Flashback UA in a chat. It will be more comfortable for me, because some for me so difficult choosing between all messages. And you guys said me hello, my dears, hello, everybody who don't hear my hello, Canada, hello, Australia, United States, hello, my dears. A Pasha and Mark's live stream would be awesome. Yes, but you should understand that I'm not nature speaker, I'm bad speaker, and my English, like English of immigrants from Brighton Beach, it's Slavian or Russian immigrants who live in New York on a Brighton Beach and do some crime activities. My English is bad, yeah, and Max more worse talking, Max more worse speaking English, more worse. We should understand it. And Cordy issue. Hello from Essen, Germany. Hello, Germany. Yeah. My pronunciation, and it's real. My teacher in academy told me that I'm had accent and pronunciation like a man from Brighton Beach. Really, from mafia or from band, from gang. I don't know. Yes. So maybe yes, I think that I will be so successful in a Brighton Beach with my pronunciation, because it's maybe I'm better speaking than Brighton Beach population from Russia. But I hope that my English will be better when war in Ukraine is done, and I'm started adventurous on a world. I think my English will be a little bit better, but not yet. Uh, thanks, my dear. Thanks that you give me good words, but my English, but I'm real understand my level, and I know and I understand that I can do it better. It's not a final. It's not a good success, I should talk more better, and but it not today. So, my dears, and don't worry about your Ukrainian. I see a lot people who try to make comments in channel by Ukrainian language, who trying to teach in Ukrainian. You should understand that Ukrainian it's most difficult language from all Slavian language, and it's one of difficult language in Europe because Romanian's branch of English, sorry, for Romanian's branch of language, Germanian branch of language, Slavian couple, Slavian languages have a special structure, and you use its structures when you make sentences. In Ukraine, we never, never speaks by these structures. We just took one words plus second words plus third words, and we make sentences, no structures. And for foreigners, it's a very difficult. I know it. And don't worry about your Ukrainians, my dear. Your Ukrainians will be beautiful if you will be Ukrainians or you will living in Ukraine more than 5 years. Biggest part of Ukrainians, maybe 30-40% of Ukrainians doesn't speak Ukrainians good. We should understand it because they use local dialects, and his Ukrainians doesn't songs like Ukrainians. You should understand it. Don't worry about your language. Daniel Tabossi, did the American tanks arrive there, bro? Oh, we hope that American tanks are coming no more, no, not late than April. Not late than April. I hope that we will prepare a new offensive operation. They occupied Melitopol, they occupied Crimea in a close time. But I don't know. Yes, and in real, we doesn't have right information when American tanks will arrive at. Carolyn G, I can understand you better than some of my neighbors, native English speakers. So yeah, do a great job. Thank you, Carolyn G. Thank you. Yeah, maybe your neighbors it's Russian spies who doesn't know English and doesn't know language. Just check him. Just check. The in-house your injury healing, brother. About my injury, but my bar trauma, head trauma. Wish that I make samurai way for me, and I understand what. Sorry, one moment. What I can cure, I am cure. What I cannot cure, I cannot cure. My I am speaks good now. Yes, I doesn't lose my I don't know space feel. It's good. My headache not so often. It's good. Better I will not be, because trauma of a head it's a serious trauma, and any consequences, any influence on your health, you can't fix it. Yes, I feel better. I feel good. I wanna fight. I wanna go to front line. Always okay, but I don't know. I think always be good. Uh, Jack Ray, you've been working in Duolingo on Ukrainian. I have used another language called Monthly, but it's not easy to keep motivated in that app. So Monthly more useful, Monthly more effective because Monthly check your pronunciation. And Duolingo looks like a good app for children with a good pictures and blah blah blah. Monthly more useful for foreigners who wanna uh, study Ukrainian. I think uh, I think that Duolingo it's not so strange. I think monthly good choose your motivation not should be included in this app. Just made your motivation on your fridge or on your wall in your flat. Yeah, but monthly it's more better. Michael Martin, how about the leopards? I heard they are there. I don't hear that they are there. I don't hear that we are using leopard right now. But I heard that our crews are working and are studying for leopards. I think so soon we start using leopards in Ukrainian front line. I hope. Hey, Res, can you give any comments on your decision to hinder Russia logistics and brigade to land on Hostomel? It was a very important decision of commander. So, first task it was defending Hostomel airports, uh, like a soldiers, like a battalion officers. We don't know all information about this operation. Our task it was just defending. What include defending? Defending include destroying Russian soldiers. At first, we do it, and only after it, on a strategic level, high commanders of brigades, thinking about Russian supply and Russian column. Our first task it was at first kill more Russian as you can and survive. Yes, for soldier and for small officers it was a real. Okay, my dears, I'm checking next. Thank you, that helps a lot. I'll keep it monthly. Jack Ray, right? Yes, Jack Ray. Really recommend you use uh, monthly, not Duolingo, because Duolingo is for small kids. And I wanna ask Jeffrey K74, you are here because I doesn't see you in a chat, my friend. Where are you? I wanna see you on a broadcast. Surely, I always miss stream. I never get notification for it, and it's turned on. And my dears, who subscribed on our channel, uh, just a push, uh, uh, just a push on a bells button. It's a notification, and when you do it, you will take all notification about all our activities. It's a videos, it's a broadcast, and you doesn't skip, doesn't lose, doesn't miss our stream and broadcast. Just a tick on a bells, agree notification on your devices, and always be okay. Ніка Паша, я десь читав, що 4-та швидкого реагування буде одна з бригад гвардії наступу. Yes, Nika, you're right. Force Brigade of Force Task Force Brigade will be once of offensive brigade. It will be Brigade of Offensive Rubij. My dears, who doesn't know, in Ukraine, in Ministry Internal Affairs, started new campaign. It's reforming Task Force National Guard Brigade to Offensive Brigade, and our brigade it's two will be Offensive Brigade Rubish. I'm just send I'm just send link, and you can see that Ukrainian brigades now will be reformatted in the National Guard brigades will be work like an offensive brigade. Yeah, they do offensive tasking before, but I think now with new names and with new tasks like offensive brigade, our brigades will be more popular and more volunteers will come in our units. My dears, if you wanna, one moment, see something. FF 1073. Did you see Latvian PM reheard call speech at OSCE? So my last week, last week was very active. Really was very difficult, and really I'm every day. I'm just a coming at home, at flat, and go sleep. No one more. I'm don't answer it on my Instagram, don't answer it on the social networks. I'm just go home and sleep. I'm doesn't check last news and blah 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 blah. No, sorry, I miss Latvian Premier Mr. Richard Cole speech in OSCE. Sorry, really, last week I doesn't had enough time. Really, sorry. Master Dix, here, lol, that is what make you a good officer, helping people with YouTube instructors on how to subscribe to your channel. Thanks. But a lot of people know about subscribes, but not all people know about notification. If you wanna not missing our broadcast, if you wanna not missing all our activities, our posts, our videos, just push on bells, push on a button notification, and on your device will YouTube will send a notification that we are doing something. Yeah, don't forget about it. My dears, please, if you wanna ask something, just mark our channel in a chat. Who repeat Snake Island border guards to the Russian warship? What about it old FF 1073? Ah, you told about Bell? So sorry. Glad to see and hear that you guys are okay. Be safe. Thank you, Eska. We will be safe. I hope. I'm not promise, but I'm hope. Richard Stapson, I have to go. All the very best to you, Pasha. Slava Ukraine. Yes, and thanks, Richard Stapson. Thanks, all guys, my dear, who was in a broadcast. Thanks for your attention. I'm too will go. If you wanna, I'm uh, repeat it again. If you wanna give some help for us, for our channel and for our destroyed car, You can use PayPal and buy me a coffee links on a PayPal and buy me a coffee in a pinned message in a chat and in a describe of broadcast. I'm sorry, I'm talking about. Yeah, if you wanna give some help, you can just use PayPal and buy me a coffee. You told about Ellie, Pasha. That link you posted says success Daniels, the flashback UA. You know, maybe you told about links on a Storm MVS. If you're talking about Storm links, it can be true because it's inside Ukrainian website only for Ukrainians. And if you had foreigners IP, I don't think about it, but if you had a full foreigners by IP, this website can be doesn't work. I hope that I'm right. For example, for me, all work. It's Latvian PM talking about русский корабль. Yes. So I will watch it. Thanks for recommendation. At first time doesn't understand what about it all. What about Zmiyiny Island? Blah blah blah. My dears. Okay, thanks for your attention. Thanks that you are coming on my broadcast. Today we had a uh, short stories from my small Kiev campaign. Uh, Today, without sad stories, only history, only short report. Maybe when one moment. Yes, my dears. Sorry. Yes, today was just a short report. What's happened 24 February. It's so sad that I cannot show you biggest part of the video because author rights and blah blah blah. Yes, maybe. I hope that in a future time, in a future, we made a full-scale video about Russian invasion. It will be more professionally, but from my mouth, you heard information only. But guys who just see it by his eye, yes. So thanks, my dear. Don't forget about support aka Correct 74. I'm just to finish my broadcast and you are coming. Hello, my friend. Glad to see you here. And yes, you're so late, aka thanks that you are coming. Yes, my dear. And yes, I should say goodbye. See you later. I hope that in a close time broadcast will be so often. I hope that will do often situation report about every day when I will be in a Donbass. I'm no area when I will be, and I think that it's possible to make broadcast and make content for you, my dears. And see you later. Don't forget subscribe on our channel. Touch on the bells notification, and in the future you doesn't miss our broadcast. I'm glad to see you all year, my dears. See you later. Stay safe, stand with Ukraine, і все буде Україна. До побачення.